What is death? From the Christian's point of view, there is much of life after death. Rebirth, celebration, resurrection. While from the Western societies, death is something which is feared and reviled. It is a grim reaper, the end of life, the final countdown. A pleasant morning, ladies and gentlemen. If there is a topic which is mostly abhorred and unwelcome to many, it is about death. Who on the earth doesn't fear death? Who does want to leave their loved ones, leave behind everything that they have founded, loved, and adored? Death means end of life, infinite sleep, darkness. But there is more about life than death. We are living fearing that death is fast approaching. We emptied our lives by the single thought running into our heads, aware that death is the single most thing guaranteed in this life. Yet, we remain full of regret that life is too short and death is too soon, without realizing that we are not really living, we are just existing. Merely, our time on earth is just existence and not life actually. Futile, bland pretense. We are terrified to death. As a result, we are unwilling to live. We became afraid of losing our ego. We start to exist living and fearing that someday we will lose ourselves. Completely eradicated, no signs of vitality. By being afraid of the prospect of death, we live gaining nothing but just being weary. Weary that at the end of the day, all these riches will be worthless. We will be clinging on the shadows of death until we are old enough to understand that we are alive, but this fear has already dominated our lives. Death shall not be feared. It shall be embraced with open arms, because it is the secret of life, of real life, of living, real living. A real life wherein there is death at its end. A life that dares to live fully, be engaged in experiences, learn, and grow. It is the life that is titled with happiness and lived in moments knowing that there is no other. A life without fear of love. A life that let go of the ego and became selfless. Because death is a reality of life that we must face. A fantasy in our existence that we need to overcome. So that we can be stronger people. Not afraid to face every facet of life where we will encounter losing our ego. By moving away from this fear, we can be worthy individuals, ready to lose ourselves and willing to nourish and enhance it. You will have the supreme privilege over your own life. You will lose nothing, yet you will gain everything. Life is a preparation of our own death. Let's just try to give it a rightful place in our lives. Choose. Fear death, and live beyond the unknown and nothingness. Just exist, or live a happy life, fulfilled and afraid of nothing. Live fast and die young. Again, a pleasant morning. Thank you.